Dear viewers, my name is Ehsanul Haq. I am a full stack software developer. In this video tutorial, I will demonstrate how to deploy an Angular application in the Docker container. Let's have a look my sample application I have created for to deploy into the Docker container. This is my sample application. So as Docker automate our manual process, I want to discuss first how to run and deploy an Angular application manually. This is my package.json file. Every Angular application must have this file. This file basically contains the application information about the application related packages. When I run npm install from the terminal, the all packages mentioned in this file will be installed. Let's try to install packages from terminal. Let's write npm install, press enter. Basically this will install all packages. It will take some time, so I pause my video. So package is being installed successfully. If we run npm start, the application will be run in the development environment. Let's try. npm start. Yes, application is running successfully, and this is the output of my sample application. So if we run npm start from terminal, application will be run in development environment. If we run npm build, it basically create production ready file under dist folder, and we can copy all files to the web server directly. Basically, if we run npm build, so file will be created, the production ready file will be created under this folder, and for production deployment in the manual process, we can copy it from here to the production server, and we can see our application in browser. So this is the manual process. Actually, basically we will automate this process using Docker. So we already discussed that if we deploy the app into the Docker container, so we have to create a Docker file first. The Docker file contains all necessary information of the image file system, and then after creation of Docker file, if we build that file, the image will be created, and then if we run the image, the application will be visible, or the container will be created. So let's create a Docker file first. So Docker file, actually D will be capital. So this is the Docker file. Each Docker file must have a base image. Since Node builds the Angular application, so for this application Node is the base image. So Node, and tag name is that this is the tag name basically, and I am aliasing is as Node. So we can put here the name of maintainer, Here I am putting my name. Now I'll be I need a work directory. This directory will be created within the newly created image file system. Then I need to copy a package.json file to this directory. So copy package.json. That period indicates the current directory, basically under opt slash. So now I have package.json file. The image have package.json file. So if I run npm install, the package will be installed into the newly created images. And when after the command execution, the all packages will be available under this directory. So now I am going to copy everything from the source directory to the destination directory. Here source directory means I created the Docker file within the project root directory. So basically this command will copies everything under the root directory to the image current directory. Now I have everything available, that packages and the source code. So now I am going to build my Angular application. I already talked about the command for building the application is that ng build. So I am here going to write. So basically when package is installed, the Angular CLI is available under the node modules. So we will file the Angular CLI and we can perform ng build operation. After execution, so all production ready file will be available under opt /dist/ Angular container. So I have all necessary file to deploy. So now I need a web server. So I am planning to deploy this app into the nginx server. So the image, this nginx server information will be contained in this should be contained in this Docker file. Browse nginx from Docker Hub. Type here nginx. This is basically nginx official images. So here we can see how we deploy an app into nginx server. So if we copy everything under this folder, this directory basically will be available in nginx container. So if we copy all necessary production ready file into this folder, the nginx server will serve those files into the web. So for Nginx, for deploying this app, we should have another base image, that is Nginx. So I'm writing here from Nginx actually this command will remove everything from the web server root directory. If it already has some files, it will remove using this command. So earlier image name was node, and within the file system of node, we have necessary production ready files under the dist Angular container. So in this command basically copies everything from the node image, the directory Angular container, to the Nginx root directory. So now Docker file is ready. I am going to build this Docker file. Basically this Docker file is a two-stage Docker file. One stage is for node image and another stage is Nginx stage. The first stage basically install the packages and build the production ready file, and the second stage basically deploy the app into the Nginx web server. So now let's build the Docker file from the terminal using docker build dot. Basically this indicates the current directory, and it understands the Docker file for the naming convention. So let's enter. Sorry, I forgot to mention the name of the image. So basically -t ASN test app test. ASN test will be the image name. Press enter. So it will sometime. I pause my video. Now image has been created successfully. So let's check docker images command. Here we can see the ASN test is the latest created images. So let's run the image, and container will be created, and we can see the application on browser. So clear the terminal. docker run dash p indicate the port here 8000. It is the internal port and 8000 will be port of the host machine. Asn, the image name is asn test. So press enter. Actually the container has been created and we can see our website on the 8000 port. Let's browse. Localhost 8000. The application we have seen earlier times, the same as the application in now. So we successfully deployed our Angular app into the Docker container. So let's recap the Docker file again. I said this is the Docker file, and this Docker file is the two-stage Docker file. First stage, actually it copies the package.json and install the packages and build to create necessary production ready files, and finally the production ready file copy from the node to Nginx web server root directory. So this is all about the deployment from Angular application using Docker. So far I understand that the Docker basically automate the manual system. In manually we actually first install the packages using npm install, and then build the packages and copy the, when I build the packages and we got the required JavaScript file under dist folder, and then we copy those files into the root directory of file server. So that was our manual process. In Docker actually we automate this process. Thanks.